Westside Gunn. I'm not familiar with them. I'm not going to pretend to be. This is going to be the first album that I've ever heard from him or them. I don't know if it's a group. I know that it's straight rap, and so I'm going to be expecting some heavy lyricism on this. I'm not going to be focusing too much on the production, although I am expecting some interesting beats to keep us invested in what these guys are actually saying. 13 tracks, 41 minutes long. I'm excited to listen to it and to find out what these guys are all about. So for those of you that don't know, my name is Doug. If you're new, welcome to the channel. I'm very happy to see you guys here today as we listen to Pray for Paris. A lot of people were talking about this album on Twitter, and so yeah, I'm excited to say the least, to hear what these guys are actually bringing us on this project. So with that said, be sure to support the channel any way that you see fit, subscribing, liking the video, sharing the video, following the social medias, becoming a patron or a member of the channel. That would be really cool. Be sure to hit me up on Instagram if you want a reaction to your own music, and be sure to get in your submissions for putting y'all on, because I am still collecting submissions for this month's episode because I still haven't gotten enough. So with that said, let's just jump right into it. Track 1 is 400 million plus tax.
400 million is a bid. Here in the sale room at 400 million with Alex Rotter.
So something was sold for a stupid amount of money. Just an intro to the project. I'm not certain I think they were talking about a painting. I'm not certain that that's the painting on the cover. It very well might be. I would have to do some research into that. So, but it's a cool little intro. It's not really a track, so we're just gonna move on to No Vacancy. I think I might regret not listening to this with Genius pulled up. My strong point isn't really catching lyrics the first time around, but from what I can tell, he's kind of going into a little bit of his background and also flexing a little bit, talking about how he's got bulletproof Bentleys, and that's a testament to how much money he has and also how dangerous of a lifestyle he lives. It's also a really quick track. The mixing on it is a little strange in that it sounds like there's some high-end cut out so that it kind of sounds a little bit muffled, and it kind of gives it like an old school kind of vinyl feel. The production's really cool. It's nice and smooth. Really simple drum patterns, some really cool pianos and keys and strings though, for sure. So, it's just a nice track. Next track is George Bondo.
Black on the east side, piece of war. Our Leroy with the Mac on piece of law. 5 times a day, praying niggas taste themselves pot.
The cases, they ain't never still. Y'all had the triple wing dreams, we really measure bricks. They on Google, they wonder what I got rich off. They see me pulling off in that dawn, the top lift off.
Matching your sneakers, it's y'all niggas rapping and tweeting, stacking the beefing. Hey nigga, boom, nigga, we don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna be real, like it's a good rap track, and it's got the really old school boom bap beat, and they're kind of going off lyrically, but that's just not really for me. I'm a little bored by it. The production really isn't very interesting. It's got, again, like I said, a very simple old school boom bap beat to it, but there's not enough going on to really keep me invested in the track. I've never really been one to just look for lyrics on a track. If you're just looking for lyrics, this track is gonna be great to you, but I need something other than just dope lyrics to really keep me happy with what I'm listening to. There's no question as to the ability that these guys have to really rap, but I can only listen to so many bars, about how much money you have, or how violent you are, or how much drugs you've sold, or how many friends you've got in prison, and how hard it is in the streets, before I get bored of just what you're saying. You know what I mean? So I need something more other than just lyrics on this. I need them to be picking compelling beats to rap over as well. Somebody like, for example, Kendrick, who's a phenomenal lyricist, and he absolutely can out-rap a bunch of people, but he still chooses great, compelling, interesting beats to rap over, so that we still don't lose interest in anything that's going on. You know what I mean? So I could have used a little something more interesting on this track. Next track is 327.
Pray for, unreleased off white to the ankles.
Yo, this guy's voice is annoying, honestly.
Hard knocks and quiet storms. Rat songs about crack rocks and firearms. And if you wanna, these niggas don't want smoke, they want some marijuana. I used to get
glitter on my fingernails. Niggas always got something to say.
That's a dope track. I think Tyler, the Creator, probably had the best verse on there. Definitely my favorite verse. I think that the hook was really cool. I think I swear Paris will be prayed for. I like the way that it flows. I like the way it sounds. It kind of rides with the beat. Sounds really cool. I do think that this track is a little long though, at 5 minutes 50 seconds. Again, it's got kind of that same issue where the production is just a loop repeated for like 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Like you just kind of lose it, you know? You kind of drift off in the middle of the track and stop paying attention. So there is that issue. Track 5 is French Toast. Yo, like I said, I'm not familiar with Westside Gunn, and so I don't know their names or anything like that. So I don't know what this rapper's name is, but I've heard him on every single track so far. And honestly, like when you rap, it's not just your lyricism that counts. You've got to have a dope voice too, or else people just won't listen to you. And I think his voice is annoying. So I'm just super turned off by the way his voice sounds. It doesn't matter how much talent he's got as a lyricist, if I don't want to listen to him, you know what I mean? So
confront me, but on the humble I can never hit ya, cause you a broad with the big top, yeah. Never gonna switch up, they are every bishop,
Look, man, I think it's kind of impossible that people have been hyping up this project so much on Twitter solely based on the lyrics. Like, that's the only thing that this project has going for it. I don't think the production's interesting. I don't think that the beats are well mixed, honestly. I think that these tracks go on for way too long. And the only positive is that the lyricism is dope and they've got creative flows and, you know, they're able to string together words really well. But that's not enough to keep me invested in an album that's almost an hour long. It really isn't. Like, by this point in this project, I am sincerely bored, and I might get hate for that because people really enjoyed this project. And I'm upset that I haven't been able to enjoy it as much as other people, sure. And neither am I just hating for the sake of hating on something that's popular, because I don't go into these videos with that mindset. I want to like these albums every time I listen to them. I said this on my last video for, what album was it? The Babies Project. You know, it wouldn't make sense to go into a video like this wanting to hate on an album, because it's exhausting to try and dissect music that you're not enjoying for like an hour and a half as we record these videos. So we want to like what we're listening to, and I'm just not enjoying it. It's either boring or annoying or quite frankly just not interesting. So and I'm a fan of rap. Like, I like rap music, but I just don't think that this is done very well in terms of the beat selection, you know, and actually choosing interesting instrumentals as well as captivating us with their lyricism and storytelling. Next track is Eurostep.
Hey yo, rockin' off Sakai in 911 soft top, popped out from the east. Hey yo, the only nigga that got vibes out wet. This for my niggas that's locked in the cage, watching their ways with a...
This effect that they put on their vocals to give it kind of like an old school vinyl feel really just makes it harder to understand them. And so all we can make out are the rhymes and the flow. But I'm having a tough time listening to or understanding what he's actually saying, like the actual lyrics. And I've got my speaker pointed right at me to try and understand him, and I just can't.
So some of my niggas in the field.
It's alright. It's kind of like an interlude. You know, it's really short. Even this is too long. Like, it feels like there's no reason for the track to go on for like another 50 seconds after his verse is over. Allah sent me. Tell me why I would want to listen to this. Like, already, this is super annoying. He's got the whiniest voice in the world, and he's going, eeeeee. Like, who would want to listen to that? Trash.
Drive-bys and DUIs, shooting, spilling yak.
I don't care if it's in a million pieces. I want to see what you got.
$500 ounces.
my check, check. Yeah. Check, check. And Lambo knocked the coke off the table, that nigga wasted. I showed him the new strap paper, but fuck it, that's life. It's what you make it. One day you gon' meet your maker. It's just the way that God be planning shit. I drop a load and take a load off. That's load management.
Get the biggest chicken wing. You won't get the eat on one on your ring. At least 100 G's, links underneath the
You ain't with a red, you a red too.
I think the production on this one was better, at least. I think that it was more interesting. I like the samples, I like the horns, you know, I like the really cool strings. Freddie Gibbs and Rock Marciano did their thing. And I would probably skip that last verse just because his voice is really annoying, honestly. Like, I'm just not a fan of him, particularly. Just because I don't want to listen to him because he sounds annoying. Next track is Versace.
Moving, fiends drooling, dope spoons blacker than bone. My body's looking gorgeous, staring at a millionaire's next course before the rain. Full length for me, got the safest game. Bullets made
Claiborne Kick.
Started getting better work. Then the money came faster. Safe phone.
How does anybody listen to this without falling asleep, dude? Sean versus Flair. Oh, drums. What are those?
The pen hits the pad, it's danger.
left out that fat chef, did the impossible, incomparable. 100 drums kicking on Thursday. Fly got the illest nigga purse.
Party with Pop Smoke.
Tie-dye Dior floors, stinky niggas up at Christie's.
Extortion feels my bon appetit. Hog tile, make
L.E. Joliba.
Get out of line, I'ma up this pole.
Those ad-libs are garbage. What a waste of time, dude. Seriously. Nothing on this album makes sense. The only thing it has going for it is that the lyrics are dope. You know, they've got really cool wordplay, they've got solid flows, and they're talented lyricists. But beside that, that guy's voice is just ridiculously annoying. He sounds super whiny. It sounds like your annoying little brother who's begging you to listen to his songs. None of these songs are really interesting. Like they don't have any compelling production. So many of these tracks barely even have drums. Like they're just lazily put together. They just chopped up a sample and then they rap over it. And every single song sounds the same. And you can hate on my opinion if you want to, but that's my opinion. Like rap albums done well don't sound like this. This is a rap album, and in terms of its actual verses, it's dope. Like it's okay, but everything else is just poorly executed, doesn't make sense. The mixing is not very good, and I get that it's intentional, but it just makes them harder to understand. The features are probably the best part of it, honestly. Like Joey Badass, Tyler the Creator, Rock Marciano, Freddie Gibbs, Benny the Butcher. These guys are really, really dope features to have, and they go crazy with their verses. But you've got to have awesome beats to put them on, or else even then it's not going to really be something that people want to listen to. You know what I mean? So a lot of people will say, oh, you must not be a fan of rap if you don't enjoy this. No, I enjoy rap when it's done well, and this is not good. I enjoy rap when it's not annoying, and this is annoying. I enjoy rap with compelling production, at least, and this has none of that. I enjoy good music, and this just isn't good, you know. And you came here for my opinion, and you got it. Dislike the video if you don't enjoy it. Let me know why you think I'm wrong in the comment section, and that's just how I feel about this album. I don't think that it's worth another listen. I'm not going to waste any time debating anybody, because if people like this, that's their right to stream this as much as they want to and enjoy this as much as they want to. It's not for me. It's not for me. I didn't like it, and you shouldn't be too upset by that if you enjoy this. That's just my opinion. It shouldn't mean anything to you. So stay safe, guys. I'll be back in another video very soon. Thank you so much for watching the video. Until then, stay safe. Peace out.